guys, welcome to Tuesday. Please join Coach Matt on our private Facebook group at 1 p.m. on Tuesday to follow along with him for today's workout. What you're going to do, guys, is get warmed up. It's going to be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds transition. You're going to start with cardio, so this could be a very quick jog. If you have a row, ski, bike at home, any of those. Otherwise, you can grab a jump rope, or do some jumping jacks. After that, you're going to go weighted PVC power clean. So for your weighted PVC, what you're going to do is have the hands about a thumb width distance from the hips. Ideally, you're going to hook grip. Shoulders are going to be down and back, knees out, butt back, and then from here, I'm going to jump and catch in my front rack position. So knees out, butt back, and jump and catch. If you're using a dumbbell at home, what you can do is just have one head of the dumbbell touch the ground and then shrug and hike it up to the shoulder and then stand all the way up. Okay, so from the side, butt back, shrug, and catch here on the shoulder. You could go on the outside of the foot, but I just prefer inside the feet because it gets my hips working a little bit more. Next we're going to go into is a plank to downward dog. If you want to add in a push-up, you can do that. So for the plank position, you're just going to get set up with hands underneath the shoulders. This is our plank position here, and then I'm going to push back to downward dog, and then back to plank, and then just flow through the two. If you want to add a push-up, and then push back to downward dog, you could also drop the knees, push up, and then come up, downward dog. Just kind of flow through those positions for the 40 seconds. Next, we're going to go weighted PVC shoulder to overhead. So for the shoulder to overhead, you're going to have the hands just outside the shoulders. You can strict press, you can push press, or you can push jerk. Okay? With all of these movements, we want to make sure that the biceps are covering the ears at the top. For the push press, we want to make sure that we lock out the hips and the knees. And then on the push jerk, we want to stand up before we bring that bar back down. You can do all these same movements with your dumbbell. So you're just going to power clean the weight up to the shoulder, and then from here I can strict press, or push jerk. Really depends on how heavy weight you have. If you have a heavy weight, you'd want to probably push jerk. If it's a lighter weight, try strict pressing. Push press will be somewhere in between there. Next, we're going to go to our up down. So very similar to a burpee. All I'm going to do though is stay in a plank position and then stand up at the top. So I'm going to jump to my plank, jump forward, and stand. And then lastly, we're going to go empty barbell, power clean, and jerk. So again, I'm going to set my hands, hook grip, knees out, butt back, and then from here, I'll jump and catch, and then press out overhead. If I wanted to, I could clean and push jerk and then stand all the way up at the top with it. If you're using your dumbbell, I'm going to get set here, clean it up to the shoulder, and then go right into your press. If you're using a kettlebell, what you're going to do is kind of spiral that kettlebell around the forearm. So I'm here, I'm going to hike, catch, and then press. Okay, so one more time. I'm here, and then press out overhead. You'll take about 5 minutes to warm up to your working weight. Then we're going to get into our WOD. So for this, it's an EMOM. So every minute on the minute times 6 rounds of each, and there's 5 sections, so 30 minutes total. You're going to start with anywhere from 8 to 12 calories on the rower, skier, or bike. Or if you don't have a machine, 30 to 50 double unders, or maybe you're doing weighted single unders, or penguin claps. Any of those work. Next, we're going to go 6 to 8 barbell power cleans, or 6 to 8 right arm, either dumbbell or kettlebell power clean and jerks. On minute 3, if you're using a barbell, you're going to do your 6 to 8 shoulder to overhead. If you're using a dumbbell or kettlebell, you're going to go left arm on the power clean and jerk. And then minute 4, we got 8 to 12 strict push-up burpees. And I'll go over what that looks like in a minute. And then minute 5 here is a rest. Okay, so what I want you to do is you can scale up the double unders if you want by using a weighted rope, or you could even do triple unders. Like I said, if you need to scale down, you can use a weighted rope for single unders or penguin claps. I do want you to try and have about 10 to 20 seconds of rest every minute, so scale appropriately. So that's why I gave you ranges here for the rep schemes. Some of you might get through the calories on the rower a lot quicker than, say, someone who's doing double unders or vice versa. So just make sure you have 10 to 20 seconds rest every minute. On the strict push-up burpee, what that means is instead of just flopping down to the ground and coming back up, I want you to control yourself down to the ground with a push-up and then complete your burpee. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to jump down, push up, jump and clap. Okay? If you need to scale, what you can do is here, and then drop the knees, come up, and then still jump and clap. If you wanted to scale up that movement, you could throw a weight vest on really quick. You just won't have a lot of time when you're transitioning from the movement, so if you do that, just be really quick about it. No score for today. This is all for quality. All right, so just try to keep hitting the same number of reps each round and move with purpose. Lastly is going to be our daily mobility, so we're going to go 1 minute per stretch. The first one is going to be a seated hamstring and calf stretch. So I just have one leg that's out straight in front of me. I'm going to pull on the toes and then fold my chest towards my thigh. So I'm feeling it both in the hamstring and in the calf. I'll switch and do that on my other leg. Next, I'm going to go to a tricep stretch. So I'm just going to pull my elbow up towards my ear and hold here. At the 30-second mark, I want you to switch and come into a crossbody stretch. That's going to get this part of the arm stretched out. And then I'll switch on the next minute to my left side for my tricep stretch. At 30 seconds, I'll switch to my crossbody stretch. And then lastly is our inchworm, which we've done many times. You're just going to flow through the movements for the minute, and then you'll get in your 5 minutes of mobility for today. So again, just a reminder, you can join Coach Matt at 1 p.m. on our private Facebook group tomorrow, Tuesday. I hope you guys have fun. Good luck and move well.